All right, yo, what's good? So today's back day. We're gonna start off with some behind the neck lat pull down. We're doing 2 sets of 20. When we're done that, we're gonna get into some pull-ups, and that's how we're getting started with this workout. Let's make this a good one. We're also gonna get back to our barbell rows today. And today, after our barbell rows, all our accessory movements is gonna be focused on 2 sets of 20. All right, so that's what we got going on. All right, last set of these, and then we'll get into our pull-ups. And to utilize pronated grip, 3 sets, as many as I can. That's only 8, goddamn. I'll take it. 8.5. All right, so we only got 8 reps, which is terrible. But as you guys can see, you guys haven't seen me done pull-ups in a while. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, if you've been rocking with me, pull-ups is one of those things that if you don't do them, you lose them instantly. It doesn't matter how strong you are. You know what I mean? So if you don't do pull-up consistently, you won't be able to do them. All right, so, and that's why I don't like to go too long without doing them. This time around, I went a little bit too long, and that's why now I'm getting my butt kicked with these right now. But we'll keep doing our best with these. Nope. I'm also, you guys notice, I'm also not used to doing pronated grip like that. Normally if I do pronated grip, it's wide. So I'm also not used, this grip that I'm using right now, I'm also not used to it as well too. So, no excuses though. We'll do one more set, see what I can do, and then we'll get into our barbell rows. All right. All right, so we're sticking with our 2 sets of 20 here with the barbell rows. I'm going to utilize the rest pause if we need to make sure we get that 20. Let's go. Just 225 on the bar. Give me a second. Squeeze out 6 more here. Whew. so tough. Whew. My back is on fire though. All right, it's my last set of 20. I won't even lie. That first set, I had my back feeling crazy. I took about a 5-minute rest in between these 2 sets right here. Whew. 20 reps. Yo, probably, I'd be lying if I said I've never felt my back like that before, but it's been so long since I felt my back light up like that. Like my entire back. That was 12. Gotta bang out 8 more. I'm tired. Demolished. Whew. All right, you guys already know that, after our heavy bilateral movements, we gotta hit something unilaterally. All right, so that's what we're doing here. Some single arm rolls here. Can go a little bit heavier. Like this. Again, same idea. 2 sets of 20. All right. I could have gone a little bit heavier with the weight, but I'll adjust on the next set. We're going to increase the weight slightly here. Got 6 more. Damn. 10 seconds. And we'll do this last 6. And we're gonna do probably 2, we're gonna finish off with maybe 2 or 3 bicep exercises as well too. Right after, we'll do one more lat exercise and then something to burn out with. All right, we're just gonna finish off here with a quick little movement here to get a good stretch in the lats, a little bit of cross action work. So we got like nice deep stretch all the way down in our mid to lower lat there to really open everything, open up everything, all right? I'm going to be using a reverse grip for this right here, all right? So as I do the goal here, as I do this, I'm pulling down in a reverse grip. So I'm holding on to this for some leverage right here. Right? And then as I pull down, the goal here is to turn my pinky in. The more I turn my pinky in as I pull down, better contraction I get. And the more I force the pinky in as I go up, the more I get stretching the lats and the more the lat takes over instead of those upper back and shoulder muscles, all right? It's very hard to do, but try your best to make sure that pinky is, I can't even talk, to make sure that pinky is turned in as best you can for this exercise to be the most beneficial. Damn, that stretch is crazy. Ooh. 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 I already did one set before, so I'm just going to show you guys the other side, and then we're going to get into some bicep work. Maybe three bicep exercise. So, regular bicep curls, dumbbell bicep curls, then maybe some incline curls, and then something else to burn out. Maybe I don't know, we'll see. Let's hit this last side real quick. This lat, my right lat is so much more tight. It's so much harder for me to turn that pinky in. I can really feel tension in there. Whew. It's part of the reason why when I bench press, my bench press tends to get a little bit lopsided, because if that lat gets tight, it really restricts my shoulder mobility. Whew. Damn. All right, we're gonna keep these curls light. We're just gonna use 45s. All right. Let's see if we can get 14 reps on this side, 7 each arm. All right, let's do some double pulley bicep curls here. So with these pulley curls, what I'm thinking about doing to really get a good squeeze is that as I'm doing them on the stretch, I'm thinking about driving my elbows into my rib cage so I can anchor down my elbow. So if I can anchor my elbow, I can allow the cable to give me a much better stretch in my bicep without too much excessive movement on the shoulder, right? And so then when I'm coming up, I'm thinking about scooping through. So as I come up, right, if I go from here, right, I'm thinking about turning the pinkies in once again as I come up to get a nice, good contraction. So I come up to get a nice, good contraction on the inside of the bicep right here. All right, so that's how you do that. All right, ooh. Second last set of these. Okay. mic stand, but you guys should be able to hear me. Okay, it's super quiet in here, but it's just my last thing here.